What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Now, today's video is actually going to be very quick. I actually have somewhere to be very soon, but I wanted to put this update out right now because we could be looking for a very volatile move on the Bitcoin chart, and I want to let you know exactly what could be happening because we are looking for a big move sometime before Wednesday. It could come even sooner. Now, I do have some potential good possibilities, good news, and there also is something though that is very scary, something we need to pay attention to, because if Bitcoin ends up doing this, that could be sort of the big catastrophic event, right? We don't want that to happen, but I want to let you know what I'm seeing in the charts. We're getting there. It's going to be that make or break time. So if you guys do appreciate these super short videos, I'm not usually one to beg for likes. YouTube hates short videos, so if you could just slap a like on this, share this with a friend. Hopefully you guys appreciate this sort of on the fly update, right? So let's dive in super quick. Let's have a look at what's going on. Starting out on the macro right here on the bigger pattern, you could see that there is a little bit of concern, the fact that we've been hanging around in this area. Now, we've been sort of bouncing, above this blue zone. You can see we are still held down by the heart line of the falling wedge pattern, which, by the way, falling wedges are inherently actually bullish patterns, but it doesn't mean that Bitcoin couldn't come down here, to some crazy low level before, retesting the slope and breaking back out again, right? Now, once we do have that breakout, I don't know when that's going to be, sometime next year maybe, it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive, guys. And if you think the markets are just going to go downwards and sideways for 5 to 10 years, well, I highly doubt that's going to happen, but we'll save that for another video. But you can see the significance of this level is that psychological all-time high, right? The next level down here is this weekly area at around $16,300. Now, I'm going to show you why that level is also very important to keep our eyes on in just a bit, but give me a second. We'll get to that. Very important level. I've been talking about this. A lot of people, nobody really mentions this, but I'm telling you guys, this is a very critical level for Bitcoin. We need to hold above this 89 moving average, this pink, it's like more like a lavender color right here. So you could see where we did have that test down here, right? We had that. And if we come over here, you could see that we have been supported above it. Even this month, right now, we are still being supported by this level. If we lose this level right here after having this structure bounce for 4 straight months, that could definitely be catastrophic. Now, that level is around $18,230. It's a moving average, so it obviously, ticks up and down a little bit, but it's pretty flat right now. So roughly 18,200 is the area that you don't want to see the price of Bitcoin fall below, right? The other thing that we need to talk about is if we look at these Fibonacci retracement levels, and if you guys actually don't know how I do this, I'll actually show you how to do this real quick. Basically, you would just come over here and take the Fibonacci tool. Let me actually X out of this right now, get rid of that. I'll show you guys. This is how I figured this out, right? So you pick this, and what you do is you go from the top right here. So this is the top of the previous all-time high. You drag it out, and you come all the way down to the low, right? And you can actually see how these levels do play in, right? You can see right here around the 3.618, you have this sort of, that's kind of where the top was, right? We never got all the way to the top. You could see right here the structure around the 2.618, and you also have the 1.618, which was very supportive for Bitcoin right here. We did lose that area, and currently you can see we're sitting right here at the previous high. But if I do switch this over here to the monthly specifically, ignoring my drawings right here, you can see the problem if I zoom in, right? We're going to zoom all the way in. Look what we're doing right now. So you can see right here, look at that support right there on the 1, and now we are currently sitting below it. Okay, so this candle is actually in the danger zone right now. This is sort of that scary moment where I don't know if you guys remember back, when we had the crazy crash in the beginning of 2021, right? If I come back over here, we were doing the same thing, obviously ignoring the Fibonacci's, and once we broke, we had this major fall to the downside. And let me actually get rid of these right here. Sorry, guys, I actually have a Band-Aid on my finger. I cut my finger while I was working on a pinball machine, and it's literally the finger that I do everything with, including open my phone, so and open my my laptop. But anyway, you could see same kind of concept forming here, right? And you don't want to see that drop off. So that's sort of like the scary negative whatever, okay? Now let's talk about the short term, right? The short term is that we are in this pattern right here, this sort of asymmetrical triangle, and you can see we have had some fake outs, right? Like we did have a fake out right here to the upside, right? Little fake out to the downside, and you can see right here this morning, we were attempting to pump out of it, but we didn't confirm, and that's why I said be careful trading this pattern until you actually have the confirmation. So right now, would I take this trade? No, I would wait and see. But I'm telling you guys, if we do get rejected and we come down to this area somewhere around that 18,700, which would be the bottom of this, I would be very, very careful because these patterns usually don't make it all the way to the end. So we are looking for a major break, either to the upside or to the downside, right? What is the most likely thing? Well, if we come over here and we have a look at the S&P, the fact that Bitcoin has been following the S&P, so much, and the fact that the S&P is now sitting at one of its most critical supports right here. I kind of moved it a little bit, but you can see what I'm talking about right here. This is pretty much it for the S&P. If we fall through this level at around 3645, the S&P may take a terrible tumble to the downside, and it may just drag Bitcoin down with it. And you can see right here, this candle, although it did open green this morning, it is opening red. So if the S&P does, drag Bitcoin down, then obviously that's going to happen because that's what's going to happen with the S&P, and Bitcoin's just going to probably follow it. But having a look right here, there is still that possibility of a fake out and maybe some kind of a V-shaped recovery. Now, to be honest with you, considering the fact that the markets have pretty much been falling straight down, well, there's a little move here, but pretty much been going down ever since around August 16th, I would say that the markets are due for a pump, right? But my opinion doesn't mean anything. My opinion is diddly squat when it comes to charts, right? I believe it should go higher. I think we're due for a bounce, but we have to watch the chart. What is the chart telling us? Well, if we do close below 3645 on the S&P, then as far as Bitcoin is concerned, that could be a little bit detrimental, right? But we are attempting to break out of it right now. That's what I'm trying to point out. And either way, this move is going to be big within the next 2 to 3 days, right? Now let's have a look at what is holding us down here specifically. This red level, which represents the previous all-time high, is a very bad level that we have been struggling to get above. We need to get above that level. We need to get above that previous all-time high, right? Now, obviously, all different charts are going to have different all-time highs. Some are 19.4, some are 19.8, some even hit 20 on some exchanges, $20,000. But roughly, this is the area that we're looking at. This is the zone. And if we can actually break above this level right here, this one right now is at around 19,500, and confirm above that, then I do think that minimally, you're going to see Bitcoin go back up into the 21,000s, okay? And if we could break through that, the areas that you're looking for is to get back above this upward sloping trend of this bear line. So if we do have a major rally, I could actually see us, the first area I would be concerned is around that $21,200 area. The next area of major resistance is right here, where we literally have 3 different lines crossing, and that is around 22,475. So 22,475 is an absolutely possible target if we do break and confirm above this. If you were actually trading, that's about a 15% move. So if you were using something like, 3x leverage or something like that, that's a 45% move if you want to take that trade. I do think we should bounce. Personally, I think we should at least test this downward sloping resistance one more time. This major downward sloping resistance, right? And I already spoke about how, unfortunately, we are forming a bit of a descending triangle, right? We're having the lower highs, but we keep having support here on this level. This is, I'm going to beat this analogy like a dead horse, but, you keep jumping on a trampoline. Eventually, you're going to fall through. You're going to break through, right? So ultimately, what you want to do is have close above 19,500. And if we fall below any of these pivots down here, anywhere between 17,600 and 18,000, then the next level is coming down to that weekly support at around $16,195. So those are all the possibilities. Wait for the confirmation. Get subscribed. If I see anything crazy, I'll let you guys know. I'll post it in the Telegram or something like that, or you guys can follow me on Twitter. But that's basically it for me today. And if you guys do want to trade, make sure you take advantage. There's over $16,000 in bonuses below. Watch the tutorial popping up above. I think it's the best tutorial on BitGet. I highly recommend BitGet if you guys are trading. They're like literally the best exchange I've ever used. Super liquidity, 20 Bitcoin daily withdrawal, no KYC, 0 spot fees. You pretty much can't beat that. So get the check the link below in the description if you guys do want to get those bonuses. Obviously, we should end on this chart, the DXY. The DXY weekly chart right here is having some selling pressure coming into the week, right? You can see we're starting it off with some selling. Some people are, saying that maybe this is the top of the dollar. I honestly don't know, guys. This chart's just been going absolutely parabolic. I can't even chart it. You know, these levels, these lines, they almost don't mean anything at this point. You really just need this market to cool off. You need this parabola, you know, because I mean, we're pretty much just, I mean, look at this. We're just going straight up in a parabolic trend. We need to break down. I would say if we come back below this area where we had these two resistances, which is pretty much sitting below around 110 to 109, then I think we may be able to safely say that the dollar is in fact coming back to the downside, and then it may be looking a little bit short-term brighter for the markets, right? So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Do slap a like on this video, a little bit shorter than usual, but that's it for me. Thank you again. You guys rock. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we're going to go over a lot of things in the video. Make sure you are subscribed with the bell notification on. Today's video, I just want to talk about price. Tomorrow's video, we're going to have a lot to go over. Make sure you stick around. And also, if you haven't checked out this video popping up right here, right now, make sure that you absolutely check it out. Until next time, stay crypto. I love you guys. And of course, peace out.